Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird.
My name is Thomas Kern, and I wrestle as T-Bird. I am 21 years old. My hometown is Grand Ridge, Florida. I was born in Columbia County, Lake City, over past Tallahassee near Jacksonville and Gainesville. And right when I was about out of kindergarten, we moved over to Grand Ridge, and I've spent the rest of my life there. I would say I was about 5 years old when I first started watching wrestling. My dad got me into watching it. He would take us to whatever shows came around because he remembered when he was a little kid and his dad took him to shows, and it's something that he wanted to do with his kids. Well, I went from watching it to, I know they say don't try this at home, but my brother was 8 years older than me, and whether I liked it or not, he picked me up and he threw me around. So I kind of got used to that, and I actually enjoyed it. And then once I decided that that's what I wanted to do, I met with this lady in Tallahassee, calls herself Midnight Lace. Her name's Dahlia Benton, I think it is. I trained with her for just a little while, but she was getting me absolutely nowhere. So I found out about the shows that were being put on at the bowling alley in Mariana. I contacted the, I guess you could say the promoter for the shows, Chris Meyer, and started training with him. And we went up to the Harley Race School. I learned a little bit from them, and now I am here. The best match that I've been in so far, I would have to say my favorite was with DJ Pringle at the Possum Palace, and I believe it was Wausau. It was just a real fun match. I went in there, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed working with the guy. I learned a lot from him, and it was just a real fun match. I went in there and just had a blast. The worst match I would have to say would be my first one at WIW against Bat and Wolf. I did not enjoy it. I went in there, threw a few punches, and that was about it. It was about the biggest squash match I've ever seen. Me and my brother went in there, a few punches, they took over, did some, I don't know, a whole bunch of submissions, like mixed martial arts, and that was about it. I really did not enjoy that match. I'm hoping that my career in professional wrestling can take me to the top. I would love to hold the biggest belt there is to hold, the WWE Championship. My main goal is to be able to support a family by doing what I love to do, which is wrestle. That is all I want to do, is be able to make a living off of doing the one thing I love to do. I would have to have a ladder match with Jeff Hardy. He's been one of my favorites, one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to wrestling. I love the ladders. I love the high-flying action. You can do so much stuff with the ladder. I mean, it's endless what you can do in a match like that. One of the moves I've been using is a spin-out leg drop from the top rope. I really haven't come up with a name for it, but I kind of took it from John Morrison because he does his little handstand breakdance leg drop, and I figured why not just do it from the top rope. And I have yet to come up with a name for it, but it's pretty impactful. I like it. I have another one that I kind of use. It's the Michinoku driver, just sit out scoop slam, but I kind of modified it. I do it from behind the person sometimes, and I flip them over and slam them right down on their face. And the only name I've come up with that one so far is the Birdo Driver, which I don't really like the name, but it's all I could come up with. The funnest promotion to work with, I would have to say, is WIW. The atmosphere there is good. The building is awesome. They just moved to a new Boys and Girls Club. Nice little locker room area. Nice place to set up the ring. A lot of area for the crowd to come and fill up the building. And, I don't know. I like WIW. CSW would have to be right there next to it, though, because at CSW, the fans are just so into it. They're so loud. They're constantly chanting, booing, whatever. And it's just so rabid at CSW. The best person that I've worked with in the ring, I would have to say so far, would be David Prime. He knows a lot when it comes to wrestling. I've learned a lot from him. He really helped me through the matches. And, he has a bunch of pointers for me every now and then. And I just love working the guy. He's such a cool guy. Really nice and cool. I would love to work BTY. Every match of his I've seen has been a good match. He's got a lot of charisma. He knows what he's doing out there. I don't think he's had one bad match that I've seen. I know that if I could go out there and get in the ring with BTY, it would be a pretty decent match. It was pretty difficult to start off with. Like I mentioned, I started training with that lady in Tallahassee, and she had us doing bumps, hitting the ropes. We were in a little storage place. And it was ridiculous. And it was pretty hard. And like I said, that was getting me nowhere. I started training with Chris Meyer. I don't know, I'd say we trained for a good 6 to 8 months. And then he took me up there and I worked a little bit with Donnie, the guy that trained him. And after Donnie felt that I was ready, he put me in a match at WIW. I would say it took me about a year. Some of my biggest inspirations would be Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jeff Hardy. I really like Sting. He had a big part in me wanting to become a professional wrestler. I love the high flying. I love flying through the air, coming off the top. It's just something about that appeals to me. Very, very strong. But, I would like to be at Madison Square Garden one day jumping off the top of the cage, just like Superfly. Final thoughts. I'm having so much fun doing what I'm doing. Even though I'm not at the top level yet, all I've ever wanted to do was be able to call myself a professional wrestler. Even though I'm on the independent level, I've had a few professional matches. It's a dream come true to walk out there, hear the people chant my name, and just do what I love to do for the people. And I thank y'all for having me.